You like the best, A, B, or C?
B.
B.
Yeah.
And
Oh
the
my
reason
God.
being, okay, so I'll speak from what my, what my perspective is. I'm more into the pop genre and, like the bass heavy, like not very heavy, but, which sounds like a complete, like a tube thing.
Yes,
Okay.
like a mid-school.
And what, this is the reason why I played so many tracks, सारे अलग-अलग. And what I realized was, I could feel a whole complete vibe, which was I wouldn't say I was very much confused between A, B and C. I didn't like A at all.
Right. Because they are the small ones.
Not at all, but for few parts A काफी अच्छा था. Because A में I believe that it was a lesser version of B. उसमें थोड़ी hollow और थोड़ी bottly vibe थी A में. That's what I believe. And C was perfect to know the higher ends of it.
Yes.
Like when I played Balam,
It's very critical.
हाँ, when I played Balam, this is the reason I played Balam, because उसमें जो तबला और वो सारे instruments थे, जो percussions थे, they were so clear, like very very clear on C. I don't know which one is C. And B पे, I mean, it's good. It's good for a good, complete, overwhelming सा अच्छा सा sound लेने के लिए.
Enjoying, basically.
Enjoying,
pattern,
it can make you, mislead you, I would say.
Make
not,
bad decisions.
Bad decisions.
है ना?
Not in a very big way.
In a critical way.
Yeah, in a critical way. थोड़ा बहुत तुम्हें कर सकता है. I'm very dicey with A, because A, again, it gives me very bottly and hollow sound. C में जितने भी saws हैं और जितने भी
the mid-range elements
हैं, वो
coming
सारे
out
बहुत
more.
prominence में आ रहे हैं. And when it comes to the soothing track, which are very much fine, like I played Mehram, which was a Bollywood, not a Bollywood, but Coke Studio, very much Bollywoody song. For that, I would say, if I am I'm making a track, or maybe I'm mixing it, I would prefer the C one. But if I am listening it, then I would prefer the B one, because it's very much.
That's what I said yesterday. मैंने ये exact same lines.
क्योंकि वो बहुत ज़्यादा, I would feel good listening to the B. It would make me proud that if I've done this shit on B, and it would make me feel
so
proud
good.
that it sounds so apt.
It's like a movie theater experience.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
सब कुछ आ रहा है.
सब कुछ आ रहा है.
कान में जा चुभ नहीं रहा. It's like
Now reveal which ones are.
No,
let him guess. Let him guess.
I think the A ones are these, Neumann.
Yes. मैं रुक जा ताकि तू गलत ना हो. मैं ये बता देता हूँ. Adam's quote that their tweeters produce the most extended high frequencies.
Okay.
Because of the ribbon design. They are known for that. अब तू बता कि B और C में कौन सा है Adams. सुनना तो सुन ले.
I would say C is Adam.
Yeah.
है ना?
बच गया. But पहले क्या लग रहा था? मेरे बताने से पहले क्या लग रहा था?
नहीं, मुझे तो एडम का सी लग ही रहा था, because there was this, I went on the basis of the design of this big thing.
Okay.
ठीक है, and I don't know how vague this guess is, but I guess that because of the design, that's why they are giving me such a complete vibe.
If we want to place elements in the stereo spectrum, you might be choosing the Adams more because of their openness and
definitely. If I'm making any track which is classical, Indian classical oriented track, जिसमें naturally काफी percussions हैं, तबला हो गया, और तबला भी छोड़ो, I would say the Adams are a blessing for जो छन वाले elements होते हैं ना,
the highs, tambourines, shakers, highs,
सारे Adam is a blessing for that.
So first of all, I did not like the vocals at all. Okay. They are like very very scooped in the mid range.
वो तो है. Yes.
Very scooped. Very hard to hear guitars. बाकी जहाँ तक Adams हैं, Adams were clear AF. Like clarity is over the top.
You can hear the distortion of the peaks in everything.
Basically, like. But the problem is, it's too good to listen to while mixing. It's flattering. Like, it's very flattering. Like, honestly, I don't want to take any other names, but very, very similar to another brand of speakers, very popular. So.
Oh, Genelex. They are also colored.
So very similar to Genelex, but not with the low end bump. So So it's more
Genlex
like
has more like
Genlex are very like very much like focals but not as scooped. मतलब इतना smiley face नहीं है. तो वही है but here the Neumann sound very very different actually. The room like
maybe because of the stereo image.
Maybe because of the stereo image, but probably because of the room actually.
अच्छा.
Because Neumanns को मैंने इतना मतलब low mids produce करते नहीं सुना कभी. Neumanns are
I haven't equalized them at all. They are like basically like that on zero पे. वो करने से I think they'll open up. क्योंकि treble boost इसमें है option.
हाँ, but वही है ना. So I'm very familiar with the high end of the Neumanns. It's very much like this.
वही ना.
It's going down, which actually is kind of good. Reason being fatigue.
Fatigue. Yes. I agree with you. इसलिए मेरे को सबसे पहले Neumann ठीक लगे थे. I can hear them all day. They're so rounded.
Exactly.
Well rounded. But I think critically I won't really go for them. Maybe tuning it up will make them sound very good.
You should hear the KH80 DSP. 80. They have DSP, so उसमें EQ correction easily हो जाएगा. So there is that.
Even Genlex के जो series आते हैं, I think.
हाँ, Genlex का Sam series, I've heard that. Those are the only Genlex I don't hate. Because
the concept is nice.
Because in Mumbai and Delhi I've been to studios. And Delhi में I've not seen any Sam monitors. And I hate the sound of Genlex in Delhi. And Mumbai में जब भी मैं जाता हूँ and I go to any of the studios and like मेरे कान क्यों नहीं फट रहे हैं? Genlex सुन रहा हूँ मैं. And because
of the
calibration. I've been to Yashraj as well.
They're expensive.
They are damn expensive.
Very expensive.
Very expensive.
I think single piece might cost 3 lakhs kuch.
Depends on which.
Series.
No, I think the
come maybe but they will be small.
The smallest Sam monitors are like 4 inches. They're like 79 a piece.
Acha.
I think.
वो तो बहुत छोटे वाले हैं.
नहीं वो 8010s नहीं. I'm not talking about those. Those are at least this big.
Okay.
हाँ.
But इतने छोटे लेके.
They're actually similar to not the Neumanns, actually the Adams.
The size.
Like because volume का difference रहता है ना. These are different construction. I don't know what the construction of any of these is. Like Neumanns I know are solid aluminum. तो उससे box resonance का फर्क पड़ता है. Because I use Cali Audio at home, and those are MDF. They have to be bigger to not produce that kind of resonance.
But boxy हो जाता है वो.
हाँ. I'm having a hard time choosing between the Neumanns and the Adams actually. Because they are kind of polar opposites of each other.
बहुत ज़्यादा. I think they'll complement together.
Exactly. Because like when I want to do the whole mix, I'll do the Neumanns, but when I want to focus on the mid range, I'll choose Adams. Yeah.
ये ले लेना ये bite.
Yeah, taken all the way.
Not the focals.
Not a fan.
You want to go at it one more time, एक बार.
Sure.
At least to be fair for the focals.
Yeah. You know,
can't like the focals.
Can't like
anymore.
The focals. Nah.
Should I throw them out?
No, don't throw them out. They're not bad. They're not just my choice.
Maybe you're too familiar with the Neumanns because of that.
Honestly, in this room, I'm liking the Adams more. To be very honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
चलो
फिर मैं बेचूंगा. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I'm changing my mind.
Yeah. I just can't. Again, I'm not even liking the Neumanns in this room, to be very honest.
Maybe they are very close to each other.
Yeah, could be that, and
I have
they're not
EQ'd them. I have not calibrated.
They're also pointing straighter, na?
वो तो है यार.
उसका we can't do much about it, na? हाँ, we can't do anything
इसको एडम्स के ऊपर रखेंगे तो मे बी
बट आपको
खड़े होके थोड़ा try that.
Let's not do that. वो टाइम कंज्यूमिंग ज्यादा नहीं होगा आपके लिए.
एंड में कर लेते हैं.
बाद में
we can do
crazy about it. मैंने सोचा हुआ है. मैंने वही सोचा इनको तभी पता चलेगा.
Because पता चलना चाहिए बेस्ट कौन सा है.
इनके बीच में भी रख सकते हैं because I think Focals और Adams are of the same height, more or less. तो इनके बीच में रख के I think it might do justice to Neumanns because I have heard a lot of bashing of the Neumanns.
The thing with
because of the price range.
The thing with Neumanns is I know they are expensive and they sound like you won't listen, you won't want to listen to them you won't want to listen to music on them ऐसे सुनने के लिए. But the thing is, if you the concept is very much like NS10s. कि if you can make them sound good on this, it will probably translate everywhere. So there is that.
That's a good point. Basically, they're not flattering kind of.
They are not flattering, but they'll reveal you every problem of the mix or the master.
But what about the bigger ones? तुम्हारे पास तो I think you have the.
I've heard the KH310s. उनके भी अपने flaws हैं.
Okay.
So like I'll tell you one कि the transient response is so it's so it's good. ठीक है.
Okay.
That you have to over exaggerate the transients to make them translate.
So basically, your masters translate more punchier.
Yeah.
More clearer, I think.
Clearer is a thing. Again, the sound signature is very similar to this.
Okay. Basically, इनका transit response I feel is a bit delayed. तभी वो ऐसा बोल सकते हैं क्योंकि वो round कर रखा है.
Could be. The thing with Neumanns is they are closed cabinet. They are a closed cabinet. They have no bass reflux port. उनका bass इतना low नहीं है, but it's punchy. So your master will
even in the 310s.
I'm talking about the 310s.
अच्छा.
Not in these.
Okay.
They have a bass port, ना?
उसमें क्या है?
उसमें there's no port. It's a complete sealed box. There is no bass port like any of these.
Okay.
So it's not as low, but जो speaker का जैसे if the speaker is going outward, you are hearing the going outward. It's not getting augmented by a bass port. ठीक है. So transient response is on that level. So if you translate them if you mix them like you're mixing on a bass ported speaker, your transients will go very low. They'll not be as punchy.
If you compare with
if you're used to this, ठीक है, then you will compensate when you listen to 310s, then you will try to compensate कि भाई इतना punchy होना चाहिए, but in fact it's less.
अच्छा, तो it's producing
the speaker has more punch than because it's a steel cabinet.
अच्छा.
तो ये factor है.
हाँ, तो ये एक तो pros भी और cons भी हो गए.
Pros भी है, con भी है.
तो at least you'll need to have a different set of speakers there.
So learning those speakers is a little.
NS10s का तो I have heard this only.
NS10s भी
it's very hard to get it right, but once you're right.
हाँ, NS10s are also a closed cabinet by the way.
भाई उसका तो base है ही नहीं, I think. छोटा सा कुछ होता है उसमें.
नहीं.
I haven't heard them.
I've only heard them once in a Palm Expo on a show floor.
It's like normal Bluetooth speaker वाला sound होता है ना. मतलब थोड़ा इतना भी नहीं, but crappy sound बोलते हैं. I haven't heard them.
Again, I've not heard them in a studio either.
अच्छा.
मैं Palm Expo गया था. You know Palm Expo? हाँ, तो Palm Expo के एक show floor पे बस वहाँ एक shelf पे रखे हुए. That's where I heard NS10s एक बार.
Not in a treated room.
Not in a treated room. But I'm telling you that it's a concept like NS10s if you make them sound good on this.
Got it.
So हाँ.
Makes sense. What about the highs in the 310s? मतलब वो भी exaggerated होते हैं.
नहीं, high again. Sound signature is like this, but transient response is very different.
Basically comes out a bit more.
हाँ, it comes out a bit more. Yes.
So basically you need more treatment also if you want to enjoy while doing the work. Like enjoy for a long time.
You'll likely not enjoy any of the Neumann speakers. I'll tell you that.
भी है. Fatigue level कैसा है?
Fit I can work on hours. Like
कोई
पता भी नहीं चलता.
Because of the signature sound.
Because they're not as like the mid to high end range is a little tamed.
More expensive basically.
So mixing mastering में I'm totally rookie and ABC में से मेरे को जो अगर कभी मेरे को खरीदने हो monitors तो I'll go for C.
Adam.
C is Adams.
Yeah, and उससे जो थोड़ा सा मेरे को ऐसा लगा कुछ जो मैंने 3 ही गाने से लाया उसमें से थोड़े से गाने जो ठीक लग रहे थे वो B में थे and A में मेरे को सारे गाने हॉलो लग रहे थे. एक गाने की जितनी भी फ्रीक्वेंसीज हैं जो अच्छे से हर एक फ्रीक्वेंसी जो सुननी चाहिए वो उसमें थोड़ी सी मेरे को फ्लैट लग रही है वो फोकल में और एडम्स में वो अच्छे से सारी की सारी सुनाई दे रही है.
What about the bass, low end response?
बेस के ऊपर मैंने इतना ध्यान नहीं दिया, दोबारा दे सकता हूँ.
हाँ.
मेरे को हाँ, फिर भी बेस वाइज भी आई वुड से कि एडम्स इज बेटर.
Adams and Focals are the best ones out of the three.
Yeah. But if
Newman's being small enough couldn't match with these two. But
if you had to choose between the Adams and Focals for your first monitors,
I would say, I guess Adams are quite expensive for the first person to
That's
have
true.
a speaker. So I guess I would go for Focals.
Don't
ऐसा
worry.
ऑनेस्ट ओपिनियन दूंगा फिर मैं.
Obviously.
आज
यार देखो बात तो सीधी है. मतलब जब सारे चेक कर रहे थे तो मतलब मैंने देख लिया था कि कौन सा है ना. सो आई वाज थिंकिंग फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू कि विच आई शुड बाय. ओके, एज आई हैव स्टार्टेड न्यू. ओके, सो आई डोंट थिंक दैट आई विल बाय एनी ऑफ दीज. मैं तो अपने हिसाब से बताऊंगा. तो पर अगर मेरे बजट में हो देन आई वुड गो विद एडम्स. ओके, फोकल जब मैं वहां पे बैठा था तो मेरे को अच्छे लग रहे थे. यहाँ पे आके मेरा इतना सर दर्द हो रहा था ना.
ये तो it's hyped.
हाँ, या आई थॉट कि लाइक फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ लाइक सिंगर सॉन्ग राइटर. ओके, तो फोकल अगर मैं वहां बैठ के सुन रहा हूँ तो भाई बहुत सही है. ठीक है, बट जब मैं यहाँ आया हूँ तो मेरे को एडम्स जो फील दे रहे हैं ना वो बाकी दोनों नहीं दे रहे. और बात रही नॉर्मन्स की, तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मैं इसको थोड़ा सा और एक्सपेरिमेंट करना चाहूंगा. पर ये भी मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि आउट ऑफ रेंज है. एडम्स अच्छे हैं, पर अगर मेरा होगा कि मतलब बजट जाता है, अगर एक तक भी जाता है ना, तो मैं कोशिश करूंगा कि भाई एडम सेकंड हैंड लेना पड़े, पर मैं एडम लूंगा. फोकल मेरे को इसलिए पसंद नहीं है, एक तो मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि ये ओवर बूस्टेड है. ठीक है, अगर मैं पास बैठ के सुन रहा हूँ तो अब मेरे को नहीं पता कितना सही कि नहीं. और एक आपने कहा कि वो डेलिकेट है ना, तो वही होम स्टूडियो में तो नहीं हो सकता.
पर उसके ऊपर यू कैन प्लेस अ ग्रिल.
Yeah.
वो देते हैं वो.
ओके,
हाँ वो है.
Okay.
उसके साथ साउंड चेंजेस अ बिट.
ओके,
थोड़ा सा, क्योंकि मैं क्रिटिकली सुन के बता रहा हूँ. मे बी यू वोंट रियली बी एबल टू हियर इट बीइंग एन आर्टिस्ट,
ओके.
है ना. बट यू कैन प्लेस द ग्रिल.
हाँ.
उससे बच जाएगा, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं.
और आपने कहा कि इक्वलाइज भी हो सकता है.
वो तो सारे हो सकते हैं.
अच्छा,
सब में है वो.
और ये कितने इंचेस का है?
इससे 6.5.
6. इससे छोटा भी आता है?
इससे छोटा आई थिंक 50 आता है, एक 5 इंच का, जो
Okay.
कि Neumann जितना है.
हाँ.
तो उसमें भी आई थिंक बट द साउंड सिग्नेचर विल बी सेम.
चलो, अब पसंद आ गया. अब तो एडम
बात ही
ग्रिल
नहीं.
डालू मैं, और फिर वो सब यार वो सब कौन
नहीं
करेगा
सर,
बताओ.
नहीं.
So what I think is for focal, I guess it is for more for the like Hindi songs and all, है ना. मतलब जहाँ पे थोड़ी सी vocals dominate करते हैं. And regarding Adams, वो मेरे हिसाब से कि थोड़ा सा like musical in the sense कि if we hear to songs of A.R. Rahman and all, है ना, इसका instruments थोड़ा सा वाइड होता है, बहुत ज्यादा फुल ऑफ इंस्ट्रूमेंट रिच सॉन्ग्स, तो एडम्स के लिए सही है. एंड इंटरनेशनली अगर आप सुन रहे हो कुछ गाने तो वो एडम्स सपोर्ट कर सकता है. आई फील सो दैट इज माय ओपिनियन.
व्हाट अबाउट नॉयमन्स? नॉयमन किस चीज में अच्छा लग रहा था?
नॉयमन्स, सो इट्स लाइक आई गेस नॉयमन इज फॉर इंडिपेंडेंट म्यूजिक. आई मीन टू से जिसमें ज्यादा इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स नहीं है. फॉर एग्जांपल मैं शेप ऑफ यू सुन रहा था, शेप ऑफ यू. सो Neumanns were sounding good in that.
बट एक जनरल पर्पस अगर हर जॉनर के हिसाब से देखा जाए तो मैं तो नॉयमन प्रेफर करूंगा.
Are you a producer or engineer?
Engineer. Hardcore engineer. I produce rock only.
Okay.
Rock and by jazz and live genres. Not electronic.
फोकल अच्छे नहीं लगेंगे.
फोकल मुझे बिल्कुल भी पसंद नहीं आया है. बिल्कुल भी, बिकॉज उसका जो 3K है ना, वो मेरा दिमाग खराब कर रहा है ज्यादा. अगर
ऐसा आता खच.
बिल्कुल एग्जैक्टली, निकल के बोल रहा है.
वो मेरे को सबसे पहले लगा था. कांगुरी ऐसे जाके आ रहा है.
That is because of crossover. ऐसा crossover शायद 1800 के आसपास है, उसकी वजह से शायद ऐसा.
I'm not sure. हो सकता है.
If कोई mod करे
उस जगह पे,
अगर कोई mod करे और crossover सेट कर दे तो मे बी वो प्रॉब्लम.
Zero specification skills of the speakers.
Of course, हाँ.
And I really don't know about the speakers, but then the output of Focal, which I I was saying focal is like way better than like if it had to be my like room, no, I would have gone for focal for sure, focal for sure. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't have any knowledge, but then output मैं output पे जाता हूँ और वो मेरे को focal का ज़्यादा अच्छा लगा.